This will be my look at the Smaiphone Ultra Slim battery charging case for the iPhone 6 or iPhone 6s. The capacity on this case is 2500 milliamps per hour, and your typical iPhone 6s or iPhone 6 has about 1700 milliamps per hour. Basically what that means is you should be able to at least get 90 to 95% of a charge from this case on your phone. I myself have, at the end of the day, I have my iPhone is usually at between 2 to 10%. So in between those percentages, I was able to get my phone at a full 100% charge in under 3 hours using this case. On the back of the case is the power on, power off button, and when pushed lightly, you'll see that there are 4 LED lights that light up, and that lets you know how much power is left in the battery. I do have a full battery, but as you can see, for some reason only 2 of the lights are lit up brightly, but if you look closely you can see that there are 2 other lights here that are also lit up. The case is not, it is a pretty slim case. It's only slightly thicker than your iPhone itself, and that's just to allow for the extra battery capacity, but it doesn't have any extra material down here, so you're not going to need the headphone extender jack in order to use your wired headphones. So to install your phone into this case, all you got to do is pop the top off right here and slide your phone down into the case, making sure that this connection is firmly seated into this connection, and that's it. Once that's installed, you put your top back on, and you're done. Now the case, it does fit very snugly on my phone, so I found that the easiest way for me to remove the case is to take the top off and push down firmly with my palm while holding my case with the other hand, and then I'm able to slide it out fairly easy. Before I did that, I was struggling to push it up this way, and because of my screen protector, I think my fingers were a little bit more slippery, so it was harder for me to get it out of the case. The case does have all the usual cutouts you need to get your phone working properly or keep it working properly. It's got the cutout for the headphone port, the charging port, the speakers, the ring mute switch, and the power and volume up down buttons are covered by the case, but they are still very responsive. I didn't have any issues in getting those to work. The case has a slightly raised lip, but it's not raised so much that if you were to slam your phone down, your screen will be protected, so you still have to be careful if you like to slam the phone down. But if you were to just set it down, it will have a minimal amount of protection on there. To get your phone to charge, all you have to do is hold the button in the back that I showed you previously. You hold it down for a couple seconds and it turns the case on. And if you hold it down for a couple seconds more, it'll turn your case off. You don't have to take your case off in order to sync or charge your phone because it uses the Apple Lightning connection. So if you have your Apple Lightning cable and you're plugged into the computer, all you have to do is plug it in. It'll start charging and it'll start syncing up your iTunes. But if you don't have your original Apple cable, it also works with an off-brand cable. I've left this case on since I received it because It's got a nice slim feel to it. It does add a tiny bit of weight to your phone, but it's really not that bad, especially when you realize that, hey, you know, there is a whole extra full battery charge in there. So you know what, I really enjoyed using this. It gives me that extra feeling of security knowing that I don't have to find, you know, or desperately look for a wall outlet to charge my phone, or I don't have to carry my cables around with me, because as long as my case is charged, I just have to push that little button in the back and it'll give me one complete charge, and it charges in under 3 hours, so that's perfect. But also I don't have to let it charge my phone completely throughout the day. If I wanted to just give it a little boost here or a boost there, depending on what my percentage is and depending on what I think I'm going to be doing throughout the day or the night. And you can do that as well. You know, so it's a great little case to have because it's slim, it's not very heavy, it doesn't have any extra material down here, so you can use all your same, you can use your headphone jack without a headphone extender. It charges with the same lightning connection that your phone uses, so you don't have to worry about carrying around any extra cables. And it's just a really nice battery case, and I've really enjoyed using it.